Hey there, everyone out there in Facebook and YouTube land. This is DelVecchio coming to you live, currently from Sedona, Arizona, and today is the 15th, so it's mid-May. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about how we stay in flow in these times. If you've been listening to anything I've been sharing, and I'm not the only one, I know, we know that we are at a time of incredible accelerated growth and change on planet Earth. Hi, Mom. Hi, I love you. And hi, Hilda. Hi, thank you for being here. Okay, so accelerated change on Earth. The frequency of Mother Earth is accelerating, the Schumann resonance. There's solar activity that's also impacting things. Change is happening at a faster and faster rate. Also, the control system is coming down and squeezing on certain people. Really feel this. So what I wanted to share with you all today is 3 ways that you can stay in flow or move into greater flow during times like these of accelerated change. So let's begin. The first one is really an overarching principle more than a how-to. But the next 2 will talk about the how-to. So the first one is really aligning with your soul's purpose, your soul's intent for this life. So let me explain that a little more. You are an eternal being beloved by the Mother, Father, God. And in your journey here on Earth, as part of a long series of experiences in separation from that oneness that is God, that is Mother, Father, God, you are having a particular experience in this life. I call our incarnational experiences one act in a play of eternity. And in this act, you are donning the clothes of whoever you are, your name, your physical makeup, your preferences, all of that. Now, we get born into a world that conditions us to certain values and principles depending on our culture, the subcultures we're in, the religion, the family of origin, the school systems, the education, etc. So what does that mean? That means we get a mixed bag of instructions and guidance and conditioning about how to be in the world. Some of that, in a sense, all of it has come in with our plan to learn from that experience. But some of it is very misaligned with who we truly are, because we came to learn what we don't need, what doesn't serve us anymore, what isn't going to help us be in that alignment. I hope I'm making sense here. So if this is making sense, give me a thumbs up. And if not, leave me a comment so I can unfold this a little bit more, unpack it. So basically, we come into a world already with sort of a blueprint from the soul's level that we want to fulfill. Lessons we want to learn, things we want to release, experiences we'd like to have, relationships we'd like to encounter, individuals we want to work out some karmic dance with, good, bad, or neutral. And so, but what happens is in the course of being in this reality and living life in a sort of 3-dimensional way with a dualistic perspective of everything that's not, I'm only here, everything else is out there. We don't necessarily have access to the true nature of what our soul intended. How do we find that out? Well, there's a number of ways. The more you are deeply in your spiritual practice, the more you access your divine guidance and can follow and trust what that is. As an evolutionary astrologer, that is what I do with people, is help them see by the blueprint signature of their astrological chart some of the themes that they came to work on, some of the lessons and growth opportunities they came to seek out and explore and experience. So while I don't give specific details, that comes from an engagement with my clients in terms of their own life, personal path, preferences, desires, experience, history. Through looking at the map of the astrology, we can really look at the archetypal signatures of what that soul was intending for this life. So that's a whole nother conversation we can have. Most of you know that I do this kind of work, so you can reach out to me if you're interested. But for now, let's look at the next thing. So again, we're looking at 3 ways to stay in flow. The most important thing is to align with your soul. When you align with your soul's intention, you're going to have a lot more open sesame opportunities in life rather than banging your head up against the wall, so to speak. The second thing that I want to share is a very different thing, and that's earthing. And you've heard me talk about earthing before too. Because the actual entire solar system is moving through this photon belt, this part of the galaxy that we're in that is of a higher frequency. All of the planets there's a vibrational uplift, if you will, or upshift, including the Schumann resonance, Mother Gaia. So when she has spikes in her, I forget what that's called, there's amplitude and frequency. When she, as that frequency is raising and she has spikes in her amplitude, that's it. We feel it, but not necessarily on a conscious level. So literally touching the earth with your bare skin, going in the ocean, walking on a beach barefoot, hugging trees with your bare arms, touching. These are all things that will help you to literally pace at a frequency level so that your physical body can be sort of recalibrated gently by Mother Gaia herself. So that's another way to help you pace. Now, none of these are magic bullets, okay? We have to do our inner work. And that leads to number 3, which is removing the resistance, the fear, the obstructions, the subconscious buried material, the fear, the hate, the self-judgment, the judgment of others, all of that stuff. Old trauma stored within the being, deep in the subconscious mind that we're not aware of. These are things that keep us from aligning with our true path, even if intellectually we know what our soul mission is. If we are holding down the beach ball of old buried subconscious material, we could know all the knowledge in the world and not be able to line up with this. And if I had more time, I'd share that personally. And those who come to my retreats and work with me individually, you get to hear a little more about my backstory. And like, as I'm learning these lessons, I'm sharing them with you. But I don't have time to go into detail on this call. Let's just say I'm going through a massive breakthrough right now. So, which some of you, if you're my personal friend, you'll end up hearing about them. Or again, if you're a retreat attendee. Okay, so removing the resistance, fears, obstructions. And you hear me talk about that too, getting rid of the old trauma. The more buried material we have, the harder it is for us to raise our vibrational frequency to pace with Mother Earth, because we're carrying around low vibrational frequencies of fear, trauma, rejection, judgment, etc. And also, the more of that stuff we have still buried in the subconscious, the less we're able to line up with our soul's purpose. Again, even if we know what that purpose is. It's hard for us to see it, so to speak. So again, I'm going to keep this short today because I have to jump on a call with someone here in a few minutes. But I wanted to share this. So I really want to ask all of you, if you found value in this message, please share, please give it a like, please leave a comment below. If I have not been clear, if you want me to unpack one of the detailed pieces more, please let me know. Leave a comment below so that I can really support you in understanding these messages, and also you support me in being able to deliver them in a more clear way. So it's a uplift, it's a service in both directions. So again, to summarize, 3 ways to stay in flow during these times of accelerated change, when there's a lot of fear and stress, fear porn in the news on TV, and a lot of stress and anxiety around money, around relationships, around stability with jobs, all of that stuff. What do we need to do? The first thing, the most important thing really, is to align with our soul's, what I call our soul's sacred purpose. How do you do that? Well, you can work with someone like me as an astrologer to get some guidance about that. But ultimately, to actually do it, you have to be able to clear out the obstructions, do your deep inner work, heal those old wounds and traumas, and get out there in Mother Earth. Connect with her, speak to her, give her love, ask her to help you up-level your frequency. Same thing, get under the sunlight, not the chemtrail blocked sunlight, the true sunlight. When you can, get some sunlight, speak to Father Sun, ask that his frequencies, its frequencies, that consciousness uplift you, help you to upgrade your energy so your physical body can pace with the acceleration. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Please, again, if you found value, share, like, offer a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic as well, because some of you you're sitting on your own wisdom and insight, so please add to the conversation. Okay, my dears, I'm off to another call now, sending you much love, much light. Until next time, bye for now. Mwah.